Hey, what's up, team? My name is Tyson Curtis. I'm the founder of the Open Jacket Network, and I just want to introduce myself and let you guys know a little bit more about me and what it is I do. So today, in my life, this is actually one of my facilities that I have, that I own, and I teach people how to market on the internet. So you guys can see there's quite a few chairs here. I teach a class every day to network marketers in my town. Here's my my projector. You can see it's up there on the ceiling there, and then if you pull that projector up, you can actually write on the board. I've got a whiteboard back there, and some Apple TV stuff, so I can teach people how to do Snapchat and stuff in here, which is pretty cool. But it hasn't always been like this for me. I actually started working my business out of my house, and then I had a lot of struggle and whatnot, and I wasn't able to afford something like this. But this has always been a dream of mine, to be able to get to a point in my online career where I'm able to afford a nice office that I can use it as a training facility to teach hundreds of people in my area on how to market online without having to bug their friends and family. That's where I struggled at the very beginning. I was always trying to hit up my friends and family. Like, look at all these different products that I have. I mean, I've pretty much joined every company. Here's Skinny Body Care. I made it to Diamond in Skinny Body Care. There's Valentis. It's another company that I'm doing very well in. I have It Works. I have Level Thrive. I've done Amsoil. I've done Sensi. I've done Prepaid Legal Shield. There's Maluka. There's Send Out Cards. There's so many companies that I've done, but I've done really well in every single one of them. And it's pretty cool because I have all these companies that I've done well in. So pretty much every day I get paid. I got one that pays me every Wednesday, one that pays me every Thursday. I got one that pays me every Friday. I got some of them that pay me once a month. But it's nice to have these multiple streams of income. But when I first got started, it was tough. Like, it was really tough. And this used to be like, I used to dream about having multiple monitors, but now I just have all this set up here in my office, which is cool. And it's quiet down here, and I can, brainstorm. But this is like a dream office. Seriously, like, just even like 5 years ago, I was dreaming about doing something like this, and there's no way I could fit this in my budget. There's just no way. And I just didn't give up. I stayed consistent. My why was bigger than my quit. I have a family. I got 4 kids. I've got an 8-year-old, and I've got a 8-year-old boy, and I've got a 5-year-old boy, and I've got a 3-year-old boy, and I've got a 1-year-old daughter. So, yep, we got our daughter. So, but yeah, this is like my little meeting room or whatever I can bring people to, and I bring my buddies in here and we discuss different things that we can build. All my kids' toys are down here at the office. This is their little play area. And actually, this is pretty cool. Check out all these little like die-cast race cars. I got a couple die-cut. We like NASCAR. I got a bunch of little boys, and we like dirt bikes and stuff like that. So, I like to play with my kids. I never really wanted to grow up. Back in the day when they said, I want to be a Toys R Us kid. That's me. I want to be forever. I'm 35 years old, but man, I don't want to grow up. So I showed you that part of my office, and then this is actually a pretty cool room right here. This is where I can do like green screen stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's just crazy because this isn't something I'd be able to do. Now I've been, I never had gone on a cruise, prior in my life until I got into network marketing, but I've already been to the Bahamas once this year. So here's like some souvenirs that I got when I was over there. That was fun. I was able to go with my wife. We got this cool little surfboard thing here, but I'm actually going to go into the Bahamas again on another cruise. And it's crazy because that'll be like my second cruise this year. But yeah, I just pretty much love working the network marketing type businesses, or basically just being my own boss. Since 2012, I haven't had a boss, and the other cool thing is my wife hasn't had a boss since 2011. She used to work for Amazon. She did customer service, and I just remember she was basically getting to the point where she just wanted to cry when she came home from doing that. And so that was tough, but sometimes both people have to work in the house. But today I'm happy to say that my wife doesn't have to go to work. I'm not saying that she doesn't. We got 4 kids at home that are very young, and she's there with them right now while I'm out here at the office. But maybe some of you guys can relate to that. Someone's got to go work. So in the network marketing business, some people think that it's just straight up beach money and you don't have to work your business. But I'll tell you this, I didn't have to get an office like this, but I decided to do so because I was getting a little bit comfortable at home. And I knew if I really wanted to grow, if I really wanted to make the big money, I needed to do something like this. So to do something like this, it's about $2,000 a month because you have to rent office space. I don't own the building, I rent. And then you need to get internet. You got to get fast internet. So I got the fastest business internet that I could get. And then you have electricity and all the bills. Your office could cost you more than your house payment. But yeah, so I guess I'm really into my family. For the main thing is I just did all this because I wanted to be able to, even though I have an office, I can leave anytime. I wake up when I want, I go to bed when I want, I work as long as I want. I haven't had a boss for quite some time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, my family, just wanting to be there, whenever I want to is really cool. So if I'm not hanging out with them, it's because I chose not to, My kids, my boys are in gymnastics. I'm also teaching my kids how to ride dirt bikes. My 5-year-old just started riding dirt bikes without training wheels. I've been having fun every Friday. I go out to the motocross track and he's been doing laps. It's really cool when you're teaching your kid how to do something that you love to do. I don't know if you guys have hobbies. Maybe you play, a musical instrument or you do a sport or whatever. But how cool is it when you're able to do those sports with your kids? And that's one thing about some of these people that have these job things. They don't get that time to do that stuff with their kids. But I want to show you guys more of like my house and where I live and that kind of stuff. But right now I'm just kind of down at the office. But maybe in some of my other videos, or if you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you guys will see some of the images that I have over there, and you can see my kids and what we do. But we're just real people. I don't have a college degree. I tried college for about 2 weeks. It was just too difficult. When you have to support a family, you can't go do college full time. So this was my way out. This network marketing stuff, and so. Yeah. So I don't have a good degree. I joke around with people. I say, hey, look, I got a Google search degree. Everything that I know, I probably learned from a 5-year-old on YouTube. It's crazy because I have this office down here. I teach real business owners. Like I teach people that have real estate businesses, insurance businesses. I teach them how to market their business. And it's crazy because most of them have degrees, but I'm sitting here teaching them. And the truth is, like, you can work hard or you can work really hard and still not have success. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a very good communicator here. But what I want to say is, have you noticed that, I guess my question is, what's the difference between someone who's successful and not successful? Some people think, well, one person worked harder than the other person, but reality is the person who makes the least amount of excuses has more success. Because when you start making excuses and you're starting to be negative, you've now got to work twice as hard to fix the time that you were negative or you made those excuses. So that's my tip that I can give to you is, if anything, is don't ever make excuses or be negative, especially in groups of people, because as soon as you do that, it's like getting yourself out of a hole. You have to work really hard. And so if you want the beach money, you just remember that you don't have to work super hard, but you need to work hard. Just cut out the excuses and the negative stuff, and you guys too can get to where I am. And that's why I am where I am today, is because the excuses weren't there. The negativity wasn't there. Not necessarily did I work super, super hard, because I don't work as many hours, as people that have jobs, but I just don't really have a lot of excuses. I didn't make excuses of why I wasn't having success. I just went out and found ways to have success. So that's one thing about me too. I guess I could say is I'm always finding ways around things. If I get stumped or stuck, I'm going to get myself out of the mud. And I've watched a lot of successful people out there, and that's really why they have success. They don't give up. They're consistent. And you know what? This is the thing. I hope I get to meet you guys someday, maybe at an event or a cruise or something that we travel, together. But I just want to let you guys know that the Open Jacket Network was created to help you and to help your teams to learn to not make excuses, not be negative, and to help you connect with people in a professional way that they'll love to follow you forever, and they'll join you in pretty much anything that you do. So, look, I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to talk to every single one of you because there's quite a few people right now. At the time of this video, there's a little over 6,000 people in the Open Jacket Network. So, but maybe at convention or something, we can meet. If you guys find my cell phone number online or anything like that, I'm not untouchable. Like some of these people that own these companies. If you have my number, I'm open to talk to anybody. You don't have to be someone, like a guru or anything like that. I mean, I'm open to talk to people. I'm not one of those people that say I don't talk on the phone. I'm open to you. I don't care if you're just getting started or whatever. Just call my cell phone. Don't be shy if you get my number. I'll just give my cell phone number right now. My cell phone number is 509, area code 509-440-8659. 509-440-8659. I've had this cell phone number for like 10 years now, so it's not going anywhere. But if you do call me and I don't answer, don't leave a voicemail because I don't check my voicemails. But if you want to text me, that's totally cool too. Like if it's an emergency or whatever. But anyways, I want to be available to you guys. I can't promise you that I'm going to always be available for you on the phone, but I'll definitely try. But all I ask is if you do give me a call, please make sure it's somewhat important, or at least try texting me first, okay? Or check with your upline sponsorship in the Open Jacket Network. See if they might be able to answer your question before getting a hold of me. And you can also send me emails too. I do check emails. And Facebook is like probably the best place that you'll ever find me, because I swear I'm like addicted to that thing. I check my Facebook all of the time. If you're not on Facebook yet, you need to get on Facebook. I do have Snapchat as well, and I do have Twitter account, but I'm not really active on that right now. And I have an Instagram, but I'm not very active on that. So I bet basically Facebook. Oh, and then Skype. If you don't live in the U.S., Skype is also a really good place to get a hold of me. So my Skype is Curtis, CURTIS _ solutions. So Curtis _ solutions is my Skype. So I love, communicating with people over in Japan and over in the UK and the Philippines, in Canada, using my Skype. It's a lot cheaper that way. I like cheap. I do make decent money, but I do like to save money. I'm not out here to blow money. I have a family at home, and I think you guys should too. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You shouldn't be out blowing your money on, crazy expensive cars unless you make crazy amounts of money. And so I don't think I'll ever end up, buying the craziest awesome car. I'm, a little bit more, I don't know. It's crazy. You get older. Maybe some of you guys can relate to me. It's like more about your kids and stuff and your family and stuff, and you want to make sure they have the best things before you have the best things. So, yeah. So I don't know. If you guys got any questions for me, just give me a call, I guess. Look at my Facebook. I got more stuff on there. What are some other things that I could tell you guys about myself? What did I do for work? Here, I'll tell you guys what I did for work. So my first job ever, I worked in a bicycle shop when I was 16 years old because I raced BMX bicycles on dirt track. And I put bicycles together in a basement when I was 16 years old. I did that for a little while. And then after that, when I got out of school, I went into the military. I was in the Army National Guard for a little while. Back in '99, went to boot camp at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. That was crazy. They had crazy windstorms there. But then I did a bunch of different jobs after that. Worked at Winco Foods. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I was doing the boxing and stuff at their deal in the graveyard shift thing. That was terrible. Like, I hated that. Man, you weren't even allowed to talk to the people that you worked with. They looked at you like they're that was terrible. That was a terrible deal. Oh, and then I did construction. Like, I started doing like forms on houses and the concrete work and driveways and stuff, and that was crazy too. That was quite a bit of work. And then I mowed lawns right around that time. This was like back in like 2001, 2003 or something like that. I was, doing, mowing yards and grass and commercials type stuff. That was kind of fun because I had one of those riding lawnmower things, so that was pretty cool. And then I got into, after doing all these crazy labor jobs, and I found out that labor wasn't really something I wanted to do, I tried car sales. Did that for a couple years. But then I just didn't like the feeling of, I don't know, I didn't like the car sales thing. The people that I would work with, they were kind of criminal, it seemed like. Every time I got a car job, the things they say about car salesmen are pretty much true. They all have these criminal backgrounds, and it just didn't really fit me, so I didn't really be around that. And then I got into motorcycle sales. I did that for about 6 years. I sold motorcycles. I really liked it. I was a motorcycle salesman for import dealerships, and I also did a little bit for Harley. And the thing I liked most about those jobs was I was talking to people that were like me all day. I don't know if you've ever had a job where the people that came in were kind of like you. So I was like selling motorcycles to people that were like to ride motorcycles and stuff. And they, at one of the places, dealerships that I worked at, they let me ride any motorcycle that I wanted to ride home for the night. So that was pretty cool. So I got to ride like all these new bikes, and I did that from like 2006 to 2012. Right around that time was my last time. And that's actually the last thing that I ever did for work. I just haven't worked since then. And I guess the reason I got out of that is because the fact that even though it was really cool to have a job like selling motorcycles, I still found myself working like 60 hours a week. I still had to ask for permission to take days off, and it was stressful because if I didn't make sales, or if it was bad weather outside, like snowing, where I live here in Washington State, you can't sell motorcycles, can't sell street bikes when it's snowing outside. I don't care what they say, but it's stressful when you have a job sometimes and you have like a quota that you got to meet, and every day you're like trying to sell, and it was tough. So I like this. I like where I'm at in my life right now. I like being my own boss. I like to be able to build my own platforms, my own systems. I like to help other people make money. And I'm just excited about where the Open Jacket Network's going. And I increased the commissions to $50. And I want you guys to have all of it because I really want to help a lot of people be able to work from home, because it's no fun when all your friends have jobs. I have lots of friends who have jobs. And throughout the day, I have the day off. I can go do whatever I want whenever I want, but they have jobs. So, look, if I can help more people quit their jobs to work for themselves, and they have money and time, check this out. I have friends that can hang out with me. All my friends that are doing really well online right now, they don't live in my city. So I have to get on a plane to fly to go hang out with them. So, and I'm actually going to be doing that here really soon. We're going to go on another cruise. But yeah, I just want my local market. That's why I kind of built this thing here, is because I want to get people that are local in my area to have some success too. So hopefully some of these things click with you guys. Maybe you guys have been through some of the things I'm talking about. But hey, I'm the founder of the Open Jacket Network. That's a little bit about me. Go to Facebook if you want to know more. And let's see how many people that we can help. Let's help a lot of people be able to, retire from their jobs and take control of their future. So that's our goal. Let's help people. Let's give. Let's help others have success. Let's make it so others can hang out with their families and their friends. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet all of you. Welcome to the Open Jacket Network. Bye-bye.